Sorry for that. Hope you're all still here. Large baguette's making me hungry. There's always some kind of food reference in here and the names to make me starving. Always something. Well, that was uneventful. Let's look again, shall we?
So you were married before?
Having sex was more important. I want you all to know something. Having sex was more important. I did kill him. Having sex was... Mommy.
I understand you are the cook at Camp Crystal Lake and...
Having sex was more important.
I understand you are the cook...
Having sex was more important.
Okay, the tape is rolling.
Pamela.
Excuse me, ma'am?
She said Pamela. Maybe she prefers not being called Mrs. Voorhees.
Well, this is taking a while, too. We've got a bunch of parties that we're getting into that just have nobody that wants to start. Lag in here is not too good either. Wish I could find somewhere where I've actually got 2 digits in the ping. That would be nice.
Okay, the tape is rolling.
Pamela.
Excuse me, ma'am?
She said Pamela. Maybe she prefers not being called Mrs. Voorhees.
Okay. First off, may I call you?
See, there's always food. I'm so hungry. There's always some kind of food. Ballwinders, Massachusetts? I don't think that's a place anybody wants to go. Sounds like something that they would do to somebody that would hurt, right? I hope that's Massachusetts, otherwise it's Ballwinders Ma, right?
I gotta get out of here. Now.
All of these typewriters don't have an actual bottom to them. You always see, like, whatever's under them, underneath the actual keys. In real life, I remember them usually having some kind of bottom to them. So maybe they made ones like that, too. Typewriters were pretty cool. I kind of miss typewriters. Might as well trap this door. Trap it at waist level, sure. Don't stick your head in there, honey. That'd be an awful thing. That would be funny if, like, on random occasions, the counselors could trip and land headfirst in a bear trap and just cut their head right off. Like, it would be obviously pretty rare. You'd have to trip in exactly that one spot, but I think that would be pretty funny. I'd like to see that in a future game. Still no map, which is unfortunate. You know, gotta find one eventually. Hopefully. There's Jason. What's he doing over there? He's just kind of wandering off on his own. I'm like the noisiest character in the game when I'm walking next to Jason, he doesn't see me. I just don't even know what's happening anymore, guys. I don't even know. Am I even here? Am I awake? What's really happening right now? I usually do play this game in my dreams, too. I can't be entirely sure. There's another flare gun. There's the thing to call Tommy when we get the power back on. First, though, we gotta get the power back on to do that. Of course, he's here, so can't do that yet. Be an awful way to die. I tried to repair something as Vanessa, the worst repair character. Be a derpy way to go. Rather not the face photos. It's true, it was not the face. I shot him in like the palm of his hand or something. Somehow, you know, the hitbox in his head is that huge. It still gives me the bonus. That's why I say Jason does have a huge ass hitbox in this game. Well, that was easy. I lost him pretty quickly there. There's the potato. Every time I see that potato, I get hungry. There's literally a floating potato everywhere I go. Wow, just fell right through the floor. That's the way to do it. Wow, look at this.
Oh, God! No!
Someone actually trapped the floor right there. It's ridiculous that somebody did that. I hate trolls. Look at this again! Are you serious? Are you fudging serious? Come on, guys! What is wrong with you? Gee. Somebody's salty they didn't get picked as Jason. Kill everybody with health crap. Jerks. Oh, that was a good idea. He just came all the way around after that. Really thought he was coming at the front. Oh wow, it just bounced off his chest. Let's just go around him then. Oh great, they left the door wide open. There's a trap in front of it. Swell. Players in this game were 10 out of 10, seriously. This match especially. There were like 3 traps just in the middle of the floor in this match. The middle of the floor. Managed to avoid all of those, but wound up stepping in the one because I wanted to shut the door. That is some high-level trolling right there. Leave the door open and put a trap in front of it. Well, that looked weird. We saw her trip into the tent for a second there. Oh wow, there we go again. What's going on here? What are we looking at? The heck? We're inside of this tent for sure. I know that. That was weird.
My sweet, sweet Jason. Mommy is proud of you. Now come home.
Tommy Jarvis here. Sorry, it's been a while since I last posted, but now it
What in the fuck is happening?
Derp. I hate when that happens. Close the door on myself. One of these days I'm gonna do that in real life just to see what that feels like. Just close the door going backwards. It's such an awkward thing to do, right? Hey, the fuse. Not that it really does me that much good as Vanessa, but... I mean, you can try to repair a fuse as Vanessa. It's risky. Hi, Chad. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. Sorry, I was texting my boyfriend. Stealthy Vanessa, standing still. Irony. Coffee aromatherapy. That's always good. Thank you so much for the bits, Too Crucial. My favorite part about this game... Probably smacking Jason with the baseball bat is the most... is my favorite part about this game. The sound it makes. The feeling it makes when you hit him successfully. Without him grabbing you while doing it. That's so exciting when that happens. The cat and mouse kind of reminds me of living inside of a cartoon. That's kind of another favorite part about this game. It's basically like living inside of a Roadrunner cartoon. Is this window trapped? That's funny. Jason trapping windows. It's usually Noob Jasons that do that. Because generally you should save your traps for the fuse box and things like that. I'm not going to try repairing the power junction thing as Vanessa. That's silly. But, yeah. It's funny that they're trapping windows. That means the objectives are probably not trapped. Yep, look at that. Both cars are already been worked on. Because they used their traps on windows rather than saving them. Need to use them for the car, the fuse, and the shack. I mean, trapping the shack is definitely important, too. But yeah, my stream's a little dry today, only 2 people. It's weird. Saturdays is slow for my stream, and Friday is super popular. I don't know what it is. Friday, a lot of people come in, but then Saturday, it's like... derp. You know, Friday and Saturday is just like, why did I even come on? There's nobody here. No, I love coming on here even when there's nobody here because I love streaming this game every day. Even if they're just 2 viewers or 1 viewer or half a viewer, somebody who lost their half of their torso. That's fine. You know. You drag the half of you that's still left in here, and I'm happy. Look at this crap over here. It's so funny. Every time I come across it, I don't know anybody's gonna fall for that because it's very easy to notice. Yeah, probably so. But like Wednesdays and Saturdays are the worst days for getting a lot of people in here, I noticed. Which is cool, as long as the people that are in here talk, I'm happy, right? I like having somebody to talk to. Doesn't matter if there's a lot of people, as long as there's somebody talking. It's the loneliness that drives you crazy. So yeah, Jason's shack is not here. It was worth checking this particular spot sometimes, you know. In fact, Jason's over at this spot. Oh, hi. My stamina recharge for one more second. Time to vault. Oh, and of course the cops aren't on the side! Of course. I'm gonna stick next to Tommy, real close to Tommy. I'm gonna stay real close to Tommy. Come on, Jason, grab me. Grab me. Don't you want to grab me? Come on, don't you want me? You know I can't believe you when you say that you don't need me. Oh, that's super sweet, too crucial. Come on, Tommy, you've got to have a spray or something, honey. Oh, well, she tried to save me. She tried. Oh, she did. Okay. I thought she just sprayed Tommy there. I need stam, though. I've got, like, no stamina. Which side did the cop spot on, anyways? I don't have a map. I'm just gonna follow these guys. My only choice. Speed limit 25. Vanessa usually goes faster than the speed limit. Vanessa's like a really nice car that after you get tired of riding around in these really slow ones in the game, you just go to Vanessa and just run really fast. When she's limping, then you're not fast anymore. Then you're just limping. What's going on with Jason here?
Oh God. No. You like that?
It looks like he's running there with us. He wants to go to the cops too. That's what it is. Jason's had a rough life. He wants to go tell the cops about all of it. All limping to the exit. There we go. That's how you do it.
No, stop.
Everybody just pouring out at once. There won't be anybody left to spectate. A second here. There goes Chad.
Come to mommy, Jason. Come to mommy.
That was a fun match. Jason was just kind of running there with us. He was actively trying to kill us, but at the same time, it really looked like he was just running to the cops too. It was Fabio. He had a famous Jason. Hey, where'd the perk go? I only got one perk slot, so it should be there. It just disappeared. Oh, here we go. It's doing that again. Lobby. Lobby's broken. Let's find a new lobby. Oops, didn't mean to go there. Let's roll perks while we're looking. There's the one that disappeared. Looks like we got another preparedness, which I don't need. And Tinker, you know, we don't need the repair thing to go faster. It makes it harder.
What in the fuck is happening?
Come on, Jason. You can do better, honey. You can do better than that. You can do better.
Help! Oh God!
Of course, it's this building. The worst doors in the world. One smack and they break. Instant Tommy, just add water.
Fuck you!
Let's just stalk him until he grabs somebody. Stalker Tommy.
You want some more? You like that, asshole?
I didn't mean to shoot him right after he grabbed him. That was a waste of a shot. Right after he hit him, I mean. Hi, Chad. How you doing, honey? Jason's taking so long, we could probably trap the door the time he's taking. Yep. He's taking his time.
No!
Oh, come back in, Chad, honey. You want some healing? Some Tommy love? There you go. Got that feeling for that sexual healing. Did he pick up the pipe wrench? Because I know I set it down when I grabbed the trap, but where the fudge did... Yeah, he picked up the pipe.
Oh! Oh God, no!
Really? I just healed you. Really? I hope your next act is going to be to walk right... You know what? Good job. I guess they were the host too. They just killed themselves and left. And it was Chad. You know, of course it was Chad.
So you were married before?
Having sex was more important. I want you all to. Having sex. I want you all to. Having sex. I want you all to. Having sex. I did kill him.
Boy, the pinks in this lobby don't look too encouraging. I think I'll go look for a new one. Forget that lobby. Wow.
So you were married before?
Having sex was more important. He was 10 years old yesterday. Having sex was more... Mommy.
Yeah, it looks like it's frozen. Let's leave this lobby. The guy who mashed the start button broke that guy's host, of course. Luckily, I wasn't the host, because it'd be frozen permanently for me until the game reset, but since I'm just in the lobby, I can actually leave, and it's a shame that happened to that poor guy. It's one thing that needs to be considered a priority bug. I mean, the fact that you can break somebody's game by pushing the start button too fast, that's gotta be considered priority, right? It's gotta be something that's gotta be fixed soon. It's really the worst thing about this game, to be honest, is when that happens. Because you wait forever to get host anyway, because you have to get host to avoid host quitting. Then you get host, and then you can lose it that easily because of something so silly.
Tommy Jarvis here. Sorry, it's been a while since I last posted, but I'm now at a different, more secure location. I think I'm safe. For now. I know that I must sound crazy on these recordings, but I swear to God that I'm not. I was able to track down one of the other survivors from the night I dug up Jason, and he came back. Deputy Rick Cologne. I locked Rick in a jail cell that night so that I could try and stop Jason, but Rick knew what really happened. When you know it, though, Rick just so happened to move away and never be heard from again. Bastards got to him, too. Took me a few years, but eventually I tracked Rick Cologne down in Maryville, Ohio. He was still a police officer, but apparently he had been going under the last name Pastore, his wife's maiden name. I found him too late, though. I found out that Rick had supposedly been murdered by some maniac in Maryville named Pinker. Kind of ironic. You flee one place because you know the truth, that there's an unstoppable killer on the loose, only to be murdered by another. If that's really what happened, I'll never know for sure.
Why, look, it's Mega Turd Man! Version 2! It's like Mega Man, but different.
I gotta get out of here. Now.
I always wonder what happens in that 5 minutes that Jason winds up back at his shack and everybody's separated. It's like, quick, there's a killer here. Everybody, let's separate. Take the keys out of the cars, throw them in drawers, take the batteries out, and put the gas somewhere. We'll all come back and look for him. And how does the guy wind up in the bathtub, you know? Because there's a body in the bathtub, right? So, like, how does that happen? What's during that 5 minutes, where did Jason say, okay, this guy stinks. We're going to stick this guy in the tub. We can't just leave this guy around. He stinks before we even killed him. He's only going to get worse. So we'll just stick this guy in the tub. This little crate right here kind of reminds me of when, you know, people would play with dolls and they'd make a little stage out of it. That's what comes to mind when I see a crate like that. Or you put little strings and hang little puppets and stuff. Otherwise, it's just an upturned crate. I like how there's conveniently a stump that's used as a table here, like every little gathering around here. Every possible little hangout spot has a little stump for a table, including inside of houses. Use the stumps used for tables, even. Kind of a cute idea, I guess. As long as it was intended that way, and it's not just an actual tree growing up out of the house. Of course, I guess it wouldn't grow anymore beyond that point. Unless it had amazing regenerating tree trunk limbs or something. Looks like super tree. It's funny. Me and AJ are walking together, and AJ's a stealthy character, and AJ's the one making noise. I'm not intentionally walking near a stealthy character, I'm just looking for Jason's shack around here. No, it's not in this particular area. Coffee aromatherapy. You know, I joke about it sounding like that when they say it, but they actually did do a study one time that showed that the smell of coffee helps people, like, you know, just their energy and their mood and stuff like that. So, I guess it is kind of a thing, coffee aromatherapy in a way. Everybody loves the smell of it. I can't drink coffee anymore, but still like the smell of it. I think they are at Jason's shack somewhere. Where they're all at? They're all hanging out over there. Oh, the shack's not over here. We're certainly looking for it, I guess. Or they're just waiting here for the cops, one or the other. There's a chance it could spawn on this side. There's also a chance it'll spawn on the other side. I'll just take a chance out here. Good luck, your fear levels are gonna go down so quickly out there in the dark. There's gotta be a good house to stay near. Oh my gosh. Get out the road, girl, you're gonna die. It's always fun riding around in the car. I like to look out the side window, which is basically what I do when I'm in an actual car, too. Maybe a mixture of the two here. Who is she honking for, anyway? Someone out here. Is anybody nearby? She's honking for anybody. Well, Jason hasn't killed anybody yet, so maybe she says she can just take her time. She just decided. Doesn't matter, Jason's doing something else. I think he could be maybe trying to kill somebody and he just isn't getting it done. You like that horn, honey? I heard the sound. She just ran over them going in reverse, so I didn't see it until I saw the body. You know, I didn't know for sure. Oh, that's funny. It's always funny when a counselor gets run over. Oh my gosh, it's just so hilarious. I don't know why. A little sound it makes, a little thud. It never gets tiring for me. I can still laugh at that like 600 hours into this game. I'll always still laugh at this game when it becomes 6,000 hours. Closing in on the first 1,000. Look, he's sitting next to propane and propane accessories. Look at these clothes. Is LeChapa wearing his dad's clothes or something? He looks like a golf caddy. It's Rayman. And Mega Turd Man. I like that it's Chad. I like that Chad is Mega Turd Man. It just seems fitting. Chad would be Mega Turd Man.
Did anyone else get away?
Yay, early baseball bat's always good. The troll stick of infinite trollness. I wonder what's up with all these tires. You know, I guess it's like a little obstacle course type thing, but still, I mean, they're just all by themselves right here. My OCD makes me run over them, right? Why? Why is it that when there's a slide in a video game, I've always got to walk across it and try to slide down it? I have those too, you know, where I have to do that. Usually in parks and Silent Hill games and stuff, you know. That's usually where you see the little slides. That's a place where you'd want to be sliding down slides, right? Silent Hill. In my restless dreams, I see that town. Here's the fuse. Not that it would be very easy to repair it as Vanessa. With the one repair. God, I can at least drop it so that someone who does have a high repair can get it. Pick my bat back up. Like Deborah or Mitch. Really need a map too. Okay, this place has been checked. I knew that the second I saw it was locked. A shame. Wonder if they checked the barn. Sometimes there's a battery in the barn. Not this barn though, this is a different barn. This is the other barn on the other map. Pinehurst. There's at least another troll stick right here. That's always good. And Archie Bunker's chair over there for some reason. I don't know why. Right? Just kind of sitting over there. Wow, it just started pouring down rain over here all of a sudden. There's something really loud. I thought maybe it was a plane going over. It's actually just the rain. I like that one scene of Forrest Gump with the rain. I won't say anything more in case anybody hasn't seen it. Great scene though. The whole Vietnam section of Forrest Gump was pretty well done. It's one movie I really never get tired of. Tom Hanks has that, effect. There's some movies that I could just never get tired of watching with him in it. Forrest Gump, Apollo 13, and Castaway are the three for me. Those three movies are really good. I can just watch them over and over again. I must have seen Castaway like at least 1,000 times. It's ridiculous. I've seen it so many times. They've got a cute Wilson collectible ball you can get on Amazon as well. Oh, look at this. It's the ultimate troll table. Oh, that cry. That poor thing. You sound like that guy on Rise of the Dragon when he's becoming like a dragon. Oh, that was a good game. An underrated game. Rise of the Dragon. There's probably like maybe 20,000 people in the world that play Rise of the Dragon. That's about it.
Help! Oh, God!
I mean, as an example, I was the one that put Rise of the Dragon on IMDb in 2002. That's how little known that game is. I hate Civity. I hate that one chair. When you're trying to do the troll table, that one chair sticks out. Never good. Yeah, Savini's shift is a pain. It recharges every like 15 seconds, I believe, which is just insane. Only Tom Hanks movie I can't rewatch over and over again is like Turner and Hooch, you know? That's a little too sad for me. Which is ironic because I love Castaway, right? I mean, that's kind of sad too, right? It's about loneliness. I think the meaning of that movie is that you don't really need other people, right? That's, you know, he's He makes his own little imaginary friend, and then he goes back, and his life still sucks even when he gets back, right? Except in fact, it's even worse because his wife's banging Chris Noth now from Law and Order. It's like, what are you doing, honey? You're banging Chris Noth from Law and Order. Helen Hunt's just all like, well, yeah, but you know, he's Chris Noth. Poor Tom Hanks. The ending of that movie always made me just want to cry. Through all that, like I said, I think that's the meaning of the movie, is that, you know, other people are great, but at the same time, you never know how long they'll be in your life. Movie's about kind of like finding a strength within oneself, I guess. Survive loneliness. We're watching Mega Turd Man hide in a closet here. And I'm talking philosophical while watching Mega Turd Man hide in a closet, by the way. It's just something I like about that, I don't know. The only sad thing about Castaway was when I learned that like all the ocean effects were done like with CGI or whatever because they had to hide the animals and stuff. And of course, you know, other parts of the movie were like that, like the nighttime scenes were actually just using a filter, but still doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that that was a great film. Never get tired of saying. Forrest Gump too. Which was not only a great movie, but also had a great soundtrack. It was like $30 back in the day when it first came out. It had so many songs on it. Which for a movie soundtrack was pretty expensive. Back then, anyway. That was like 20 years ago. Just saying 20 years ago makes me feel old. It's raining pretty hard outside. I like that though. I love the sound of rain. It's very peaceful and relaxing. Kind of romantic. It's very chill. Also, it makes me sleepy when I hear it rain. It's pack-a-knack, or as my friend once said, pack-a-snack. Ever since then, I like to call it that sometimes because it's such a cute name, pack-a-snack. I'd like to believe there is an S in there. Because it's that cute. I think pack-a-snack would be a cute name for, like, a snack that you put in, like, lunches and stuff, right? Like, those little things with the cheese on one side and all the little sticks on the other side, and you dip them in and eat them. I haven't had those since I was a kid, but I loved those things. I think about them sometimes. I think, gosh, whatever happened to those little things? I used to dip them in the cheese. Those were so good. Then of course there were the string cheese things. Those were also big when I was a kid. And still, to this day, I still love string cheese. If you ever want to make a cool, like, cheese sticks, like the Farm Bridge cheese sticks you see in the freezer, you basically just take the string cheese and you add breading to that and fry that, and you've got cheese sticks, just like the Farm Bridge kind, which are really good, you know? So all you need is a string cheese. They're used in a couple different recipes like that. So string cheese, while it's good to eat raw, it's also good to use in a lot of cool recipes. I love cooking stuff. I love Googling recipes and cooking stuff. It's like an adventure. This rain's so peaceful. It's raining in the game too. I like the way it smells after a rain. It's got that real fresh kind of smell. It's a wonderful smell. I didn't mean to yawn just now. It's just because of the rain. Oh gosh. The rain's making me yawn. Rain. It's just funny because I'm not tired at all. Like I said, my longest stream was 30 hours. And in that case, I got a second wind at about the 14-hour mark where I was just wide awake the rest of the stream. Wish you could play the pianos in the game, that would be funny. Of course, I don't know how the controls would work out, obviously. But speaking of keyboards, you can actually connect a keyboard to the Xbox One version of this game. It only works for, like, the camera controls. I don't think any of the other controls work. I think you can also navigate through the menus. But that's about it. The WASD. It's still cool that they still left in so much of that coding from the PC version. Shows how close the Xbox version is to the PC version in that sense. They still have the keyboard controls in there. Some of them, anyway. Yay, a map. I always thought it was silly they never offered, like, mouse and keyboard controls for consoles. I mean, why not? You can. There's USB ports on consoles since, like, what, 2 generations ago? So why not? I remember when the Dreamcast had keyboard support on it, and it was like a big thing. It allowed them to support more sophisticated games controls like Hidden and Dangerous and stuff like that. And of course, it allowed you to talk in Dreamcast because they didn't have microphones back then, so you had to use the keyboard to talk to people on like Quake 3 Arena and stuff. I didn't mean to unlock that door. Whoops. I was trying to set the trap. There we go. You can also set a trap with the right trigger, which is what I probably should have done there. I'm so used to setting them down and then setting them that way. Sometimes that's more accurate. You get it closer to the door by using the down button, I think, and it's easier to use the right trigger overall for setting a trap. And of course, this is sometimes where the Tommy station will be, but it's not there right now. It looks so lonely when it's not there. Hi, Adam. You trying to tell me to follow you or something? You keep looking at me, honey. What do you want? Oh, he's lagging. Look at him. He just keeps up. What are you trying to show me, Adam? Is Timmy stuck in a well? Looks like he wanted me to follow him when he was standing outside the window staring at me, but maybe he was just being creepy. That's also a possibility, too. I'm not going to follow him if he doesn't want me to. I don't like when people follow me for no reason on here. It happens. It's creepy. Here we go, Jason quit. Especially playing as Vanessa. It's like, don't follow me, honey. You're gonna get caught because Vanessa makes so much noise. The ironic thing, though, is that I've found in my experience, even though she does make so much more noise, you really don't get discovered that much more often as Vanessa than you do as a stealthy character. Like, they all make sound blips when they're within a certain range regardless anyway. It's really only the size that changes. That was quick. Nice and quick. That tip is only half right. I mean, yeah, it's midway through a match, but Jason gets rage mode much faster, depending on how many times he gets smacked with weapons and shot with flares. And if he steps in a trap, basically anytime he gets any kind of pain, he's in rage mode. It's just like any kind of person, though. You know, you stub your toe and you just scream out, you know? Of course, you're pissed. Of course, if somebody sticks a pocket knife in your neck, that is going to make you upset. I mean, that pretty much goes up there on the top 3 things that would probably make you really upset. So yeah, his rage meter does build from little things like that. I like Jason's reaction when you hit him with the pocket knife in the neck and he just kind of stumbles back and leans over like, hold on, wait a second, wait. This is not good. I gotta get this out of my neck real quick. Pulls it out and then just goes right back to killing. Jason's like, hold on, this actually really hurts. This unstoppable killer's like, okay, this is too much. It's also funny when it gets stunned with a frying pan or a cooking pot, you know? Could you imagine that happening in the movies? How silly that would look. Like Mitch just hitting him in the face with a cooking pot. Jason flying backwards. It'd be like Home Alone. They could get Daniel Stern to play Jason. Hey, Leia. Hey, honey. It's so good seeing you. Hope you're having an awesome day. It's a super cute emote. I love this vinyl player, by the way. I want a vinyl player that tall. I used to have a record player when I was a kid, but my sister got drunk and stepped on it and broke the needle. True story. I'm so sad about it. You're having a good day? How am I? I'm doing good, honey. Doing real good. Always better to see you in here. Obviously, it's Vanessa. I'm not going to try and repair this car, but I can still deliver it. If I have all the parts for it, the gas, the battery, and the keys, then I'll try to repair it. You know what I mean? Because if you have all the parts, and there's nobody else who's repaired it by then it doesn't matter if you're a repair character or not. You've got to repair it. But otherwise, you know, don't waste your time. You don't want to alert Jason if you don't have to. You know, it's playing it smart that way. Only repair when you know you have to. If nobody else gets around to it by the time you've got all the parts, then go for it. Unless you're Deborah, in which case, you know, repair, or AJ, or Mitch. In which case, just go for it. they all have really easy repair minigames. AJ's you might have to re-roll a few times, but hers is pretty good too. What's going on here? Where you going, Jason? You're gonna go around back? He's going to the back door. Kappa. You just came by to say hi. You're at a party right now. Aw, that sounds fun. I hope you have a good time, hon. I'm glad you came by. It means a lot. Always love seeing ya. My bestie. Thanks for the follow. Ta-ta-ta-tau, sus. Hope you're having an awesome day. I've had social anxiety. Yeah, I live with that a lot myself, which is funny because I'm a streamer, right? But I used to have real bad social anxiety. I started getting over it a little bit at a time. But I still get it sometimes. I hate this rocking chair. Like, this area is a fun area to loop him except for the rocking chair, because you can run into that thing, it'll just completely screw up your whole momentum. There's a trap right there, which would have been so funny if I could have set that before looping him around here. Your anxiety's been bad lately. I'm so sorry to hear that, honey. There's some natural supplements you could take, like L-theanine, which they consider like nature's Valium. It's made from green tea, basically. It's just the part of green tea that makes you relaxed. That's one thing you can do, you know. It's like the most natural thing you can do for your nerves as far as pills go, anyways. Since it's just from green tea. You know what I mean? You can always just drink green tea too, but L-theanine's a lot more potent since it's the active ingredient, just a lot more in it. You don't know why you're anxious? Yeah, that happens sometimes. I used to get panic attacks real bad, and I didn't know why. I could feel like I was having a heart attack, and I went to the hospital so many times. I used to get them anytime I was around any kind of group of people, which is funny, because I'm a streamer now, right? You know, I got over it. And I'm so glad I did, because those heart attacks, well, they weren't really heart attacks, they felt like heart attacks that were so scary. It would go up to like 160 on my pulse, and I'd be freaking out. Like, it would pound so fast, I would feel like I was dying. But you got to the party, you almost had a breakdown. Yes, that's like what I was going through when I had panic attacks, honey. Like I said, L-theanine helps, obviously. Cognitive behavioral therapy helps, where you teach your brain to react a different way than it usually reacts in one situation. Like, initially, you'll you know, like, okay. Like, if I coughed up something red and I looked at it, I'd normally say, oh my god, I've got, like, lung cancer, right? Because it's red and I'm coughing it up. But, like, if you teach your brain to say, wait a second, what else could I do? Oh, that's right, I drank, like, cherry soda earlier. Oh, okay. I'm not really dying. You know what I mean? You teach your brain to approach a situation differently. It takes time, obviously. That's what cognitive behavioral therapy is. Which is what they teach you as far as getting rid of panic attacks goes. Yeah, anxiety and social anxiety, it sucks. I've been through it. I've been through it a lot in my life. For a lot of years, I just didn't even leave my house at all. I still don't leave my house much at all, to be honest. But yeah, I definitely recommend L-theanine. Like, when I was younger, I used to also drink for my nerves. I don't recommend doing that. Don't drink ever. Because then your body has a hard time handling stress without it, because your body starts producing natural cortisol as much as it normally does, which is how you normally handle stress. So when you drink, your body doesn't produce it the way it should. Which is why for a long time there, I couldn't handle stress, because I relied on alcohol too much for so long. But yeah, I recommend L-theanine, which is a natural supplement. It's like the safest thing you can take. It also prevents your blood pressure from going up in high stress situations, which is super good. Because you don't want your blood pressure going up, because that makes anxiety worse, because you feel your heart beating fast, and that makes your anxiety worse just feeling that, because you're like, oh gosh, why is my heart beating fast?
Damn it! Just
Wow, this Jason did not want to go down. Look at that. How many times we've been beating up on this guy? He's like... He did not want to fall down. We just kept smacking him and smacking him. Oh, you're very welcome, hon. I've dealt with anxiety a lot myself, so... I'm always here to talk to about it because I know what it's like. I've been there my whole life. I'm stepping in that trap. Jason's like, my poor ankle. Thank you so much for the host, Leia. You're super sweet.
Why
Give you a minute. Okay, honey.
die?
There goes his mask. She set the trap right back up. Is she gonna use it a second time? Is he gonna walk back over it? That'd be so funny. Let's go back inside and see. I gotta know. I gotta know if he's gonna walk back over this trap. This would be so funny. Come on, let's see him do it again. It's so funny when they walk over the same trap twice. I don't know why. Oh, there he goes. Oh. Get out of my way, girl.
Like that?
I should turn around and smack him. I was not about to keep walking in that direction with him right after me. She was setting up again. That'd be so funny if he steps in a third time. I want to see that. I'll wait right here and see if it happens. He's thinking about it. Now he's gonna try to shift over it. My weapon broke. No, my weapon broke. That was unfortunate. Is it just AJ left? It's just AJ. Everyone else escaped while I was busy with us. That's funny. There's gonna be another unorthodox placement of a trap here. Let's see if it... Oh, and it paid off too. This Jason must be so bad about traps this round. I mean, how many traps has he stepped in this round? This is a pretty good strategy. I've seen this used a few times to some effectiveness, depending on the door, of course. But hiding to the side of the door does usually work. Let's see. She's totally solid snaking him here. Just gonna walk behind him. Pretty funny. It's like a cartoon. It just needs the cartoon music to go with it. She could try and install this on the fly here. This is intense. She did it. That was quick. She must have, like, that tinker thing where she repairs super fast. Because it looked like she had, like, one skill check there and done, you know? That was fast. Not that tinker makes it any easier to repair, it just makes it faster. It makes it harder, of course, because it moves that much faster between the little icons. You gotta push the button in. Now she just needs a break to actually call the cops. It's crazy. Can you imagine if she actually gets the cops called? The last person left. 7 minutes left in the match. That would be pretty intense. Usually if I'm the last person left, I don't want to bother with the cops because usually most of the time it's too late in the match anyway. It's almost too late here. But still 2 minutes more than it would have taken for the cops to get there. But still, yeah. That's another reason why I wouldn't have bothered. There's nobody to really distract him.
My sweet.
Last one in the match. But it was a good try. Good attempt on AJ's part there. GG.
Now come home.
That repair was super fast. She didn't even try to re-roll. She just went with the first skill check roll. There's a worse version of Sucker Punch. A much worse version of Escape Artist. Might as well change my clothes a little bit in between rounds. I always like to change it up just a little bit. Cromartie was the name of that one robot off of Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. Fat Man was the name of that guy off of Metal Gear Solid 2. And Fabio is just Fabio, right? He's Fabio. Remember they had that Nintendo game back in the day that had like Fabio on the cover of it? What was the name of that game? I always thought that was so weird. Back then they actually didn't have any real communication most of the time between the art department and the people actually designing the game, and so they didn't know what the game was about. So a lot of the time games would have the weirdest art. Like if you remember Mega Man, Actually had Mega Man holding a gun on one of the covers. Like, he's actually holding a gun in his hand. It's not a gun that he shoots, though. It's a part of his, like, outfit, you know? But apparently the people doing the art just didn't care, right? They didn't know. They had no idea. So they had the weirdest cover sometimes. But then sometimes they really worked. Like, the artwork for Dragon Warrior was amazing. I would love to have that as a poster. Like, the first Dragon Warrior on Nintendo. So sometimes some good things were born out of that whole not knowing what the heck they were doing. I always thought it was weird that, like, unlicensed Nintendo games sometimes still get made. It's kind of cute. I like to think that there's still a market out there for old Nintendo games. I know they did a version of the Friday the 13th game where you play as, like, Freddy. There's a mod out there, a hack of the Friday the 13th Nintendo game. I think they called it Freddy vs. Jason or something like that hack. You can look that up, and they actually put that on real cards too, and it wasn't just a ROM for people to emulate, it was... they sold that as a cartridge. Hacked version of Friday the 13th Nintendo. No first aid spray in there. Of course, it looked really weird because the way that game works, you know, you have to throw projectiles. You know, it's either knives or rocks or something like that. So in that hack, it looks like you're throwing Freddy's glove at Jason. But still, it's cute. I mean, they put some work into it. It's not like Freddy's glove was never launched from his hand, right? That happened in part 4 when he's facing up against... Rick, I think his name was? Yeah, I think his name was Rick. It was the swish killed the fish guy. I always love that line. And here's the gun. There's usually a gun in here. It's a 50-50 chance, though. Sometimes there's not one. It's like that one closet on the other map that sometimes there's a gun and sometimes there's not. RNG. It's funny that people used to have, like, things with keys all set up like that where everybody could just grab them, right? It seems like it defeats the whole purpose of having keys if anybody can grab them. It's like, where's your security there? I mean, you've got all the keys just hung up on the wall. And that's a really giant carton of cigarettes, like, seriously. Is that like a 30-pack? Okay, if that's locked, it's already searched to there, and I don't need to go there. So, they're waiting to install the battery in the two-seater over there. I don't know if they have keys yet. It's already in that house. How about this one? Searched. I hate when all the houses have been searched. You're just going through all of them again. I get that it's all been done song in my head. Was that the Bare Naked Ladies who sang that? It's all been done. That was a good song.
Is that a person?
Is Deborah waiting for me to install the battery? Like, honey, no. Oh, she's trying to tell me that, okay, I'll take care of it. Here you go, sweetheart. You got keys? Hope you got some keys. Did she just make noise? That's
I
Deborah.
think I put that on right.
I'll be fudged. Do you have keys, honey? Yeah, she does have keys. Oh, she did make noise. As Deborah. Character with the best repair. She made noise.
It actually worked.
Fuck off. Start the car back, honey.
Holy shit! It started.
Oh, that wasn't smart. She should have gone in reverse. She would make me swear, and I never swear. I always say fudge. Should have gone in reverse. It's so much easier, actually, to drive that car in reverse than it is forward, to be honest. Granted, the controls are reverse because it's, you know, reverse. But the actual handling of the car is so much easier in reverse. But she should have gone in reverse. Wish I had had the keys. We'd be out of here. Not saying I'm the best driver in the world, but what's that Jason trying to stop me like 4 times and dodged him each time? Need a weapon. I'm gonna steal hers after she got grabbed, but it seems she's already picked it back up. So forget about the trap there. Honey, I've got 4 sprays. You can throw knives at me all day.
Okay, all set. Time to get out of here.
Fear level's a little high, which is going to cause me to swerve on this road. I would pick her up, but Jason's right there, so I'm sorry, honey. I'll see you later. Anybody else who gets in front of this car, better be prepared to be flying at the other end of it. My ass is out of there. Bye-bye, Sabini.
Please, no!
Look at his face. Oh, that's so funny. He kind of looks like Riker, you know, from Star Trek The Next Generation. But a little chubbier. But then again, you know what? Just Riker. But like Riker nowadays. There's a certain irony to watching Deborah run away from a fuse box. This is a good kill. I would have liked to have picked her up in the car as I was escaping, but she had Jason right next to her, so... In situations like that, it's all about just saving yourself.
Mommy has a reward for you. Come home, sweetie.
Now, if Jason wasn't nearby, I totally would have stopped for her. Am I the only one who escaped? Yeah. Something about escaping in a car kind of makes me want to play as a repair character again for a little while. It always does. Have that kind of effect. Like somebody left when I was rotating through maps. Like they're like, no, don't rotate maps. It's okay, I'm gonna leave it on random, honey. I'm just bored waiting for these people to ready up. Back in X Mall. Of course. When you choose random, it's usually the one it lands on. I do like Back in X Mall, it's one of my favorites. I used to get tired of it because like it used to be picked so often, but now I'm so used to it. It's become familiar. Just there's two houses there where like you basically can't run in them very easily if you're being chased by Jason because they're on like stilts. And the windows are kind of inaccessible. That was one thing I used to not like about it. Not literally on stilts. It's not like that house from Lethal Weapon 2 or something. That was a cool scene though, right? Everybody loves that scene. That was the second one, right? Pretty sure it was the second Lethal Weapon. Maybe it was 3. I don't know. It's been forever since I saw those movies. They were good movies, though.
Is that real? This can't be real.
Like the one time in my life I did go to a shooting range, I had to try to do the little smiley face that Mel Gibson does on Lethal Weapon. Obviously, it's like impossible to do in real life, but you can pull off something close. The eyes wind up being usually too close together or something. Yeah, I had a scary experience that time that I went there and rented guns at a shooting range. Because I moved the little earmuffs to hear what an instructor was telling me, and somebody fired a gun in the stall. It's like right next to mine, and it's like I got to hear what a gunshot sounded like unshielded in the ears in a little tiny environment like that. I couldn't hear anything out of my left ear for a while. It sucked. But, you know, I rented the guns for the day, so I figured I'm just going to have a good time and not think about the fact that I lost hearing in my left ear for a bit there. But that was, yeah, that was a little scary. Like, you know that accessibility thing they have on the iPod where you can change the balance on your music? I remember I had to move it over to the left side a little bit so that it favored the left side so that I could hear things evenly music-wise, because for the longest time there, everything sounded weaker in the left ear. So it needed to be a little louder in the left ear all the time for a while there. It's fine now, though. Mostly fine. I can hear pretty well out my left ear. Would be a stupid reason to lose all your hearing in one ear. I'd be like, no, just move my ear muff thing, earpiece. It's like if you're wearing headphones and somebody tries to talk to you, it's instinct to move them. You just forget that you're in a shooting range when you do it. It's like, whoops. It was a fun experience, though. I'd wanted to go to one of those things ever since I saw it in RoboCop, where they had a shooting range. Hey, Layla, good to see you back, honey. That was a good scene, right, in RoboCop. I'm so glad to see you back, Layla. Hope you're feeling better, honey. I know your anxiety was bothering you. Like I said, I've dealt with that a lot in my life. I'm good at visualizing things, though. Visualizing's always good. Try to visualize something really happy and safe. I try to think about, like, this place I used to go to play laser tag, and they had a little fog machine and stuff like that. And thinking about that just makes me instantly happy. They had this cool arcade there where they'd have Revolution X. You remember with Aerosmith music as your weapon, all that stuff. And I think about that when I'm having real bad anxiety, and it cheers me up. Just little things like that, you know, little things. It's not always the same thing. You know, like therapists and psychologists will tell you to picture like a waterfall or something like that. Okay, that, you know, might make you relax, but for some of us it might be something like an arcade or, you know, just somewhere we went to when we were kids that we used to feel safe and comfortable. I just picture it and imagine I'm there, and I feel a lot better when I have anxiety. So that's just one little tip. I used to like live in my daydreams when I was your age. Actually, I don't know what age you are, but pretty much all my teenage years I lived in my daydreams. So whatever age you are, I lived in my daydreams at. Hi, Adam. I could write little movies in my head, you know, entertain myself. It'd always be highly derivative of other movies, you know, nothing you could actually sell. Otherwise, I would have written it down and said, hey, this is something we're gonna sell. It's like, no, it's too derivative of other stuff. It doesn't matter, because it's in your head, right? Hi, Jason. About time you showed up.
Why won't you fucking die?
Put 2 fireworks on, just for the heck of it. Oh, fudge. Broke free myself. Didn't need you guys. Just standing around doing nothing to help me. Did you see those guys? Jerks. What's the point of running around in a group if they're not going to even try to free you when you get grabbed? Look at how he spun! He's spinning! He's still spinning on the ground! Oh my gosh. He must have hit him so hard. It caused his body to spin. Oh, why are you crying, Lei? Is it because Jason spun? It was pretty funny. Or is it because they didn't try to save me? That was pretty freaking funny. Let's see that happen one day in like an act. He did it again. An actual like UFC or boxing or something. Somebody just hit the ground and their whole body just spins around like a wheel in Wheel of Fortune. It just seems so impossible, like in a physics perspective, for that to happen. I want to see it. We had a pocket knife. So we're gonna save him, but he already saved himself.
Damn it! Just die! Please! No!
He's getting trolled so hard right here. Gosh, we know he's seething right now.
You like that, asshole?
What are you trying to grab there, Jason? Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Damn it, man! Just die!
Look at the spin! You're drunk, Jason. Go home. That was so funny, little spin. Look at him grabbing at nothing. What are you grabbing for? Gosh, he's gotta be bad. He's just grabbing at absolutely nothing.
Please, no! Please!
Jason's not having a good day today. His mask is still on. Look at this. How many times have we been smacking him? His mask is still on. Hey, leave Tommy Chong alone.
Please! No!
Here's a spray, Chong. He already had one himself, of course. He's always hoarding all the drugs. Broke my bat, though.
Why didn't you fucking help? Oh God! Help! Oh God!
Another weapon anywhere around here. Some gas. Too bad that can't be used as a weapon, right? Just set him on fire. Which car already has a battery anyway? One of these cars has a battery. And they're busy trolling him right now anyway, so that distracts him. It's not that one, it must be the four-seater. Wonder where everyone is. Yeah, it's Saturday. Everybody's kind of busy. Like Friday, I always have like a ton of people on my stream, but on Saturdays, it's not as busy for me. Well, it depends. Saturday night is really busy. Saturday day is dead. Friday is just busy the whole day, though. Wednesday is always dead, though, for some reason. I don't know why. That's why they call it the hump day. Those are just little statistics. Like if I look back at my streams and compare the number of messages in chat and stuff like that. Like PhantomBot keeps a log of the entire chat, you know. Which is kind of funny. Most people I don't think even bother to look for it though. It's like it's buried in the folders. Hey, the keys are over here. So all we need to do is start the car and we're ready to go.
Holy
fudge.
shit, is that a dead body?
You didn't hear me scream. Gotta take these. Why is it not letting me grab the keys? Oh gosh. They're under his butt. There we go. Loot. Of course, Jason's right there. Of course he's after me with my horrible stamina. Alright everybody, if you're gonna get in, get in. Oh fudge. One map is pretty impractical to drive the entire way reverse. Now it's the old waiting game, waiting for Jason to get distracted. He's already moving pretty far from the car. Question is it far enough? If you're gonna get in, honey, I'd get in. I'm not picking up anybody else. I don't give a fudge. I don't give a flying fudge. As long as I save one other person besides myself, I consider that a win. Oh, fine. If this one person wants to get... Come on, Bugsy. Bugsy, come on. Alright, I'm not picking up anybody else. I don't give a flying fudge. I saved 2 people there. Fudge. Right?
Come to mommy, Jason.
We all
Come to
escaped,
mommy.
except for one person. Yay. I love driving in this game. It's so much fun. Jason from last round is still salty, I think. They're just sitting there like, I don't want to move. I'll roll one perk while we're waiting. Of course, it's a useless one. I might change my outfit too. I don't want to wear the same outfit all the time. There we go. Still waiting on Miss Jules here. Jeez, I might play one of the games under my stream while I'm waiting. Let's see here. Stream Legends. Pinehurst. I hope there's the rainbow blood bug, because it's really the best part of Pinehurst, to be honest. The rest of the map kind of sucks. It's not a particularly good layout in general. It's not too bad, though. I mean, it's not like some of the maps on Dead by Daylight, when you see them and it's like, oh gosh. You know. Haddonfield would be one I'm not particularly fond of on Dead by Daylight. The hospital is another one that's kind of like, bleh, those two maps. The rest of them are great. But those are good maps to be a survivor on, just not good maps to be a killer on Dead by Daylight, put it that way. I just start rambling about another game. I apologize. Just trying to kill time here in these menus, you know? Don't want y'all to get bored. Sometimes it looks like a giant loaf of bread with an axe in it. Every time I see it, I think it's a giant loaf of bread. I'm always thinking food. I think it's because I usually stream around dinner time, and so I skip dinner and wind up eating it like real late. Everything I see just reminds me of food.
What the fuck is happening?
Soon I'm gonna hit Jason with a giant baguette. Just big loaf of bread, just break it across him. That would be funny. In my mind, that's what it'll be. It's a shame that isn't a weapon in the game, like a big stale loaf of bread. Break on the first hit, but still stun him. And there could be an achievement for hitting him with the cooking pot and the loaf of bread. Put some tomato sauce in there. Some bread. Oh, that'd be good. The weird thing about this little area, it looks like a fireplace here, but it's not really, because there's no flue up here. Like, where would the smoke go? I noticed that one time, and I was thinking, why is there no place for the smoke to go? Everybody would just die of smoke inhalation in this house. Look, it's the same way here. It's even got logs, but there's no flue for the smoke to go anywhere, so everybody just dies of smoke inhalation. GG. Nice construction on this house, guys. And where's Santa supposed to come through? You know, not only does the smoke have nowhere to go, but Santa's got nowhere to come through. I find that really sad, too. Look like every room's got a first aid spray here. It's weird how there's a locker right here. A legit locker. Like a school locker almost. Little dial and everything. Weird thing to have in your room. Must be Mitch's room. It's where he's hiding his stash. I think of any other reason to have a locker in your room.
Help! Help! Is anyone there? This is not a prank.
One of
We
these
need
two
your
dead
help.
people are about to come back as
Jason is
Tommy.
killing us. We need you.
We need your what? I like this Drake machine, even though there's really no actual names on there. It really does fool the eye into thinking it because of the colors used. So your eye sees the reddish brown and thinks, you know, A&W root beer and yada yada. The greenish one and thinks Sprite, but it's actually just pictures of fruit. That's what's on the thing. Obviously legally distinguishable because nobody who made this game wants to get involved in any lawsuits or anything, right? Kappa. Oh, gotta find the fuse house. Making so much noise over here. Whoops. No, so much noise. Nothing in the camp here. Sometimes there's a pocket knife on one of these chairs. Or in this little thing right here, which is like a really cute table of some sort. Like a cloth table. Yeah, I need to find that fuse house. Probably shouldn't be wasting time inside of houses, just need to wander outside the houses. I hear some gas too. And they've already installed the propeller? Well, fudge. Well, maybe there's a different plan. Maybe we'll go that route.
Is that...
Or maybe we'll go both routes. Why not? Right? Where's that? It looks like it's trapped, but yeah, it's definitely trapped. Okay, we'll go the other route. We're gonna escape on the boat. I'll drop the fuse right next to it for anybody who really wants to take those traps.
Oh!
Because why is she crying? She really didn't want to let go of that fuse, does she? She's like, I don't want to let go of it. Is he at the boat? He better not be. Oh, fudge. Yes, he's camping the boat. I still have my bat. I'm about to go back to the house. Mother fudger. Boat camping mother fudger. Hi, Tommy. I got 4 sprays, honey. You can throw knives all day. And climb up broken windows all day. He's got the boat repaired! Why did I grab the gas? Pointless! He left me here all by myself. You bastard. He drowned for it. He tried to escape by himself in the boat. As Tommy. Way against the hero role, and he drowned for it. So, GG Tommy. GG for that. So, it's just me and Jason. I will die if I try to take these traps, because he's just going to morph over here and kill me. At the same time, I got the fuse, but no. I didn't have to tank the traps. He just assumed that I was going to be over there. Well, GG. That's pretty magical. Unless, of course, Jason's stream sniping, in which case, welcome to the stream, hon. Honestly, wouldn't matter to me, because in most cases it wouldn't do them much good.
My sweet, sweet Jason. Mommy is proud of you. Now come home.
It's honestly the reason why I don't switch to low latency. The stream snipers. It's good to always have like a good 8 seconds behind the live feed. But I was standing still there, so. I better change my outfit, I guess. Kill time while I'm waiting for more people to join. More kills left that I need to buy. I don't think so. Always alternate the bloody skins on these two while I'm at it. Let's see, I want that one to be about that bloody. I wish they had a bloody retro Jason skin, like pixelated blood. Would look pretty funny. Never actually would put kills on this one. Been that long since I played as part 7 that they reset all the little settings at one time with one of the updates. And I never got around to fixing it ever since. Or part 8. Of course, I always play as part 2 anyway, so what difference does it make? Right? So... well, this lobby looks pretty dead. I guess it's gonna be one of those 2-on-1 matches. I'd rather do a 2-on-1 match than be at the mercy of some other host that could quit halfway through the match, to be honest. As sad as that is, I mean, when you've been through enough games where they quit out like 18 minutes into a 20-minute match, it becomes preferable to do a 2-on-1 to be at the mercy of somebody else. Because nobody can be trusted as hosts these days. Everybody just quits when they get killed. Or if they don't get Jason. That's pretty sad though, that I'd rather do a 2-on-1. Man. That's the situation I'm in. I don't think this other person's down for it though. They're just like, no, forget it. I'd rather just not join anything than do a 2-on-1. They don't realize that sometimes these lobbies get stuck. I'm just gonna have to close the lobby in a second otherwise. Yeah. Fudge, I hate that. Being at the mercy of other hosts.